To the middle. Here's Hooper. Rebound by Mahimi.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Dishes to Withy. He kicks it to Hayward. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And good on the basket. Book it. Burks has got 5.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Carter with the 3. And it's Carter again missing.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Good. For Indiana, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. From deep three-point range, and it's Carter again missing.
Kevin, I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
And the foul called on Freak. Jazz trail by 8. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was just a man on a mission. He ended with 23 points and added a few rebounds as well. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
Tries to snap the cold streak. Count the bucket. Carter's got 21 in the game.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
Here's Lyles, defended by George. To the wing right side. Here's Burke. Good on the shot. Burke's got 6.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Gobert in the corner. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded by Stuckey. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Gobert. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Carter with the 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. Second, the Pacers.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
Here's Morrow, guarded by Robinson. Gobert, the screen. The dish to Exum. That 3 off the mark.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And Exum comes to help. Carter. That doesn't go either for Carter. The pass to Lyles. The 3 from Morrow. That's good. Morrow's got it back down to within single digits for Utah. Carter. Shot, no good. That'll do it for the first half.
All right, Kevin.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. C.J. Miles comes in for John Lure. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And it's Carter in for George Hill. Carter in at point guard. Paul George is out there with C.J. Miles. Then it's Turner. And it's Stuckey in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Pacers leading by 14. Outside Carter. Count that one. Carter's got 27.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
The feed to Withy. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on George.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good. You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Carter for 3. Out to Stuckey. Outside, George. Outside, Carter. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Exum dishes to Burke. And it's Miles with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Carter for 3. The rebound by Withy. Withy's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Burke. Defense is right there. The floater, and it's good on the way in. Burke's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And it's Carter missing.
He's frigid from 3. I don't know what's worse, that he can't hit anything from out there or that he keeps on trying to.
Kicks it to Burke. Tipped away. Carter outside. From deep 3-point range, the long distance 3 is buried. Carter's got 30.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Burke, the pass to Withy. He feeds it to Burke. They set the screen. And it's Exum in the corner. It's Morrow atop the key. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Carter for 3. Kept alive by Indiana. Turner. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box.
The Jazz have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. So on the floor for Utah, Exum is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Hayward. And it's Hooper in at the 2. Pass to Hayward. Lets it go with the 3. Offensive rebound. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. From deep 3-point range, no luck. Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Burks. Baseline J on the way. Second chance shot, and Hayward with the lay-in. Hayward's got 13 points by 23. Carter outside. From deep 3-point range. Can't hit. And Utah the other way now. Out to the right wing. Exum with
4-3.
Carter with it. Shoots. Here's Mahinmi. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Carter with the block. From downtown, that is good. Carter's got 33 points.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Exum, he's open. Rodney Stuckey pulls it in. The Pacers have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. There's a screen. Outside Carter, and again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
5 on the clock. Can't get it to go.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
To the wing on the left. To the paint. Nato plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Now here is Carter.
Move the ball. Stick it to
There's the triple. Burks pulls it in. Burks has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Passes the Hooper. Baseline try, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Mahimi trying to get open, and it's Carter missing. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Hooper, he's guarded by Ellis. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
The Pacers making a change here. Robinson's checked in. The pass to Place. Pacers with the rebound. Mahimi's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Carter outside. He dishes it to Lure. Feeds it to Carter. This one for 3. There's the bucket. Good. Carter's got 39.
And since the start of the 4th quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the three-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass. Some outstanding numbers in this one for Carter. He's got 39 points, and he's been pretty steady grabbing rebounds, too.
And I think that's an area he's intentionally focused on here today.
Carter hits them both. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Nato defended by Carter. Here's Morrow. Robinson pulls it in.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Carter with the 3. Rebound, Utah. Nato, he's guarded by Ellis. Dishes to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. And here's Morrow outside, and that one's good.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
And that one's good.
And how about that, responding to a three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
He used that pick just right. Morrow's got 11 in the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Indiana.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And in a 2-game season series, you love taking charge of game 1. That's obvious, and exactly what they're doing here tonight against the Jazz.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Carter. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Down low, here's Wiles. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
And he gets it to go.
And this run not really doing him any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
From deep. No luck. So no problem for Indiana.
Come alongside Paul.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
He was an off.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, fellas, let's change it up for a bit. How many threes can you make in a minute? Freak, start it up. Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Indiana Pacers. For Indiana, they won their last matchup, that game against the Jazz at Energy Solutions Arena. That game was a real shootout. They'd like to keep their scoring up, but get a few more stops, too. And you might remember the last time we saw Freak on the court. He was putting up gigantic numbers, a huge career high for him, and an amazing performance. Kenny, how impressive was that for you?
Yeah, putting up the numbers that he just did, that's something only elite players in the NBA can do. This was the coming out, I'm going to say it, the coming out party of Freak.
You know, he's quickly risen up the charts. Many around the league with that performance, they're going to see that.
At the shooting guard position. At the other guard position.
On the road and hungry for a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Indiana Pacers are ready to go. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night? Than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Today's game continues this Brooklyn Nets homestand. It has not been a dramatic change this season to the... For Brooklyn, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Outside Jack. And it's Miles with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Carter with the three. Can't get it to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
All right, now, I want everyone here in the Barclays Center to welcome to the court. Go Nets!
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Coming off a terrific season. 7th in scoring, 11th in three-point field goal percentage, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Earlier, I spoke with Coach Lionel Hollins. He said that one of the players are keying in on defensively is Rodney Stuckey, adding he loves to use his size and his strength to play bully ball inside and get himself to the line. We've got to be physical with him without fouling. Guys, that'll take discipline. We'll see if they can strike the right balance on defense.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Dalembert, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. Second, the Pacers.
You know, a solid three-point game can be the cornerstone of an effective offense. I mean, it adds a little pop and punch to what a team is doing offensively. And last year, this team was not made up of just good three-point shooters. They had great three-point shooters. You know, guys, most coaches prefer you drive the lane in transition, but this time the floor opened up for him out on the three-point line.
Here's Jack. He's coming off a 25-point game against Atlanta.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
Clock at 6. Kicks it to Zeller. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against Utah.
Was not even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the place.
Yeah, they stayed true to the game plan offensively and never strayed at all. Impressive performance.
There's the feed to Dallenberg. They set the pick. Hollis Jefferson passes to Zeller. Excellent D there from George.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Carter against Jack. Puts up a three. And it's Carter missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Zeller, a screen on Carter. And Jack, here we go. And Bogdanovich kicks to Dallenberg. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And the Nets lead by 8. And Indiana shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Carter with the three. Brooklyn with the rebound.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And Jack, here we go. Plenty of space. Rodney Stuckey pulls it in.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Puts up a three, and he trains the three. Good-looking shot there from Carter. Carter's got 6 points.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that three.
Nets leading by 5. And here is Jack. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Dishes to Zeller. Shot by Jack. Wide open. Dallenberg passes to Bogdanovich. Nailed from three-point land. 7 points in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Pick by Zeller. Here's Jack. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Miles Turner. Brooklyn shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
The Pacers making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Carter. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And the pass to Bogdanovich. 15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Left side, Jack. The 17-footer. And he hits the jump shot. Jack's got 8 points.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Outside Carter. No good on the buzzer beater.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And Nets head coach Lionel Hollins known for his no-nonsense style. Sends a new group in for the Nets. Zeller, he's checked in for Lopez. Dallenberg comes in for Thomas Robinson. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Dallenberg. Then it's Tyler Zeller. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Carter with it. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Cannot hit.
He has got a lot of confidence in his game, and you have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, you know, I think he maybe needs some time for some direct admonishment.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Unloads. And it's Carter again missing.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Carter comes in with the double team to the inside. Screen by Dallenberg. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Feeds it to Sloan. Here's the three. The rebound by Turner. Pacers trail by 7. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. And Bogdanovich kicks to Sloan. The shot is off. So Indiana will take it the other way. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Yeah, and two mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
He dishes it to Zeller. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Zeller with it. Picked up by Turner. Sloan. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And checking out some stats for Sloan, last season's performance for him, he put up about 7 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but
little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Pacers trail by 6. Now Carter, 15 points in the game. From deep. Dallenberg grabs the board.
Way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Carter with the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And Dallenberg kicks to Bogdanovich, and it's blocked. Carter outside. That doesn't go either for Carter. Nets leading by 6. Here's Sloan. We saw him with 10 points last game. Turner with the steal. Now here is Carter. From past the arc. And yes, sir, that one drops. Carter's got 18 points in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
There's the dish to Bogdanovich. Here's Sloan, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Sloan's got 7 now in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And here's Carter, 18 points for him. From deep 3-point range, rebounded by the Nets. Bogdanovich has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Jazz got down to business. He ended with 40 27 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
Pacers trail by 7. 50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. For the 3, and he gets it to go. Carter's got 9 points now in the quarter.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Here's Sloan. 9 points in the game so far. Screen by Dallenberg. Shot off the screen. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
But they get it back. Misses the fallback J. And so that's the end of the...
Some ground for you to make up, no doubt, here in the first half. What are the areas you need to improve on to get back even with them?
I think we just need...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway. Jaron Jack is checked in for Donald Sloan. Indiana also making some changes. Robinson's checked in for George, and it's Carter in for George Hill. On the court for Indiana, Carter, he's in at point guard. John Lure's out there with Mahinmi. Then it's Ellis, and it's Robinson in at the 3. Brooklyn's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Robinson sets a screen for Jack. There's a screen by Robinson. And that misses badly. Air ball. The Pacers are gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Carter outside. For the lead. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Carter's got 24 points.
Guys, this doesn't look like the same team defensively we saw in the first half. I mean, they're flat as day-old pop.
To the middle, here's Johnson. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Jack's got 3 assists in the game.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard. He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
It's Robinson high post. Bogdanovich dishes to Lopez.
That's the wall.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. The long distance 3 is buried. Carter's got 6 in the quarter. Nets trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Kicks it to Jack. All alone. And that one comes up a bit short.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. No good from outside. The Nets shooting the ball at 42%. And Jack, here we go. Misses from short range.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish. Somebody forgot to finish it.
And it's Carter missing. Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Johnson. And it's Lure with the rebound.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Carter for three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got his 6th rebound on the night. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Indiana.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Zeller, who's checked in for Lopez. D'Alembert comes in for Robinson. And Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Joe Johnson. And Bogdanovich kicks to Jack. And it's good off the back rim and in. Jack's got 4 points this quarter.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Picked by Zeller. The feed to Bogdanovich. Here's Jack. And Turner with the block. And he's able to get it back. Indiana trailing here. Carter with the three. The shot is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Jack up on top. Turner covering. Stolen by Carter. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
He told me that it doesn't look too serious. That is going to make things very hard on them in what is still a very young season. Hopefully, as early as it is, he has time to recover and help this team down the road. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
They set the pick. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. And the foul called on Freak. So that will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And what a tremendous game for Jack.
Here's Jack. 1:03 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pacers.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Carter. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Jarrett Jack is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's D'Alembert. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Zeller in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. So no problem for Indiana.
Well, Paul, congrats.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome. Freak. He had an outstanding 3rd quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed.